I had the amazing pleasure to be able to eat at Alchemist. Now this isn't just a restaurant or just dinner, this is an experience. With around 30 courses over 6 hours, this is a mind-blowing experience and I'm about to take you with me, so let's go. So once you get there, you wait outside and wait for them doors to open, and then you go into a room with screens, and it's like they're taking photos of your face and putting them all over the different images throughout the years of time, which was pretty cool. Then you go into their bar where you're sitting right outside of the test kitchen, which was a great thing to see as a chef. And then they convince you to have some cocktails, of course, which is amazing. Then the first course comes out like a little cocktail, which they call the Daisy, and it was pretty incredible. Then we moved on to the second course, which was a smoky ball with a little bit of black caviar over the top, and then when you bite into it, just this smoke comes out, which is pretty cool, really tasty. Then we moved on to the butterfly. This was cool, nice and pretty, comes out and then you just eat it. Sarah loved it as well, you can just see the look on that face, amazing. This dish was called dumpling. It was awesome. The outside was like candy floss and the inside was like a dumpling mix. Incredible. Now this dish was probably my favorite. This was called space bread. Then we moved on to the perfect omelette, and really it was the perfect omelette. This one was called the sunburn bikini, and this was really good. Open it up and it's just cheese going out. It is just really incredible. Fuck, just take me back there. This one was called the sea buckthorn tonic, a little palate cleanser. Then they take you to the restaurant, but they walk you through the wine cellar, which is the most incredible wine cellar I've ever seen in my life. 3 floors of goodness. Oh, hello sexy. Now we're in the restaurant and it is an awesome view to see. This dish is called 1984 and it's basically the chef's eye. This is probably my favorite dish. This is lobster claw. Now the screen around you in the dome changes every couple of minutes, and I just wanted to capture this. This is like a big heartbeat. The next dish is plastic fantastic. This was insane. Then we move on to crab toast. This was tasty, such a cool dish. We added the wine tasting, of course, and there was a lot of wine. Again, the screen changed and I thought I'd capture this because this looked freaky as hell. This dish was called Pablo Manic. This was pretty cool. Get the crackers and swipe it against the picture and it's basically a nice little dip. This dish is called tongue kiss. Yes, it looks a little bit disgusting, but it tastes amazing. You're basically giving a chef a little kiss, I guess. Bit of tongue action. So there's quite a few dishes that I was excited to try. This is one of them called Food for 4. It's one that I used to always see online, so I was pretty excited about seeing it in real life, which obviously, as you can see, it looks pretty awesome. A little bit more footage of the screen, which was a bit freaky. This dish was called Cheers, where the lights went off and the drink glowed. This dish was called Airy Bread. This was pretty incredible. This dish was probably my most inspiring dish that I got from the night. This one was called Hunger. This one was called Cachapa. I probably didn't say it right, but this one was really good. Now this one is probably the most intense dish out of them all. It's one that I was really excited about trying. It was very inspiring. They call this the burnt out chicken, and it is literally a fantastic concept, and it makes you think about the world and about food. And it was really tasty, but yeah, it was pretty freaky. But that's the whole idea about this experience, is what the chef likes to create, is for you to start thinking a lot more about the world and food. This one was pretty cool. This one was called Footprint. Excellent dish. This one was called Essence of El Becchio. This was next level. Now this dish was called Reflection. This was an amazing concept and an amazing dessert. This dish was called Scream, and it did really make you scream. It's such a cool little concept. I love this one. This one here, no, it's not a heart. It is called 8 Layers of Life. It is a chocolate dessert. This one here is called Guilty Pleasure. Another dish that the chef likes to just remind you about what's going on in the world, about the cheap labour, about the young kids having to work all the way until they go into a coffin. It was a good dish to think about, and I've even kept the wrapper because it was a great concept. Then we move on to another room where we basically draw all over the wall with edible paint. And yes, you eat the paint, and I was just drawing ADPC everywhere. The chefs needed me in the kitchen. I had to jump in and, do my thing, but No, really, they just like to show all the guests how the operation works, which was a really cool thing to see. Then we move into the little bar at the end and have some snacks. This one was called Amber, a little toffee with a little ant in there, which was pretty cool. Then we have the next petit four here. This is called Duck Caramel. This one was a great concept. This one was called In a Nutshell. Then we move on to the final course here. This is called Flavor Saver, and you just have fun and just eat it. Pretty cool. What a great experience. Thank you to all the chefs, the team, the waiters, the owners, the investors. You have created a monster and a great experience. And to top it off, the chef comes out personally and brings you out the menu. And as you can see, there is so much detail to everything that he does. We both thank you for our experience, and we can't wait to eat there again.